get the tractor beam out of commission or this is going to be a real short trip. Okay, hit it!
What is up, everyone?
Hey.
Everyone that's already hanging out, we appreciate your patience. Kind of, I guess.
What a great picture to start on.
Yeah, we're getting right into it. It. So
Balls
Sideshow, yeah. There's actually quite a bit to kind of roll through. But we wanted to talk about kind of what for us is the biggest thing out of all of this, and that's salacious. So I think that I think this was massive, right? I mean,
huge.
Okay, so we'll get into this a little bit more. I don't even know how to start this thing. Like we've known about this for some time now, and there's a reason for that. And Jason, do you want to talk about that reason?
Yeah, so going back, I think almost a year, right? Approximately about a year now. So Salacious was always on my list, since those who watch know that I have an affinity for Return of the Jedi, having it be the first Star Wars movie that I've seen. So yeah, Salacious was on my list, but the Sideshow one was hard to come by, usually on the more expensive side, and more often than not broken. Due to its fragility. So I hit up Tom and tried to work something out a few times and couldn't really, make the numbers work. And then finally, there were a couple other people that were interested. And at that point, he reached out and said, we can make this work if, we can kind of meet each other halfway. And I was able to do that. And so began the commission. And almost a year later, or a little less than, here we are with pictures of this beautiful piece, sculpted in 1-to-1 scale by none other than Tony McVeigh, the original sculptor and creator of Salacious. So yeah, excited about this. Very excited.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's been hard to sit there week after week, month after month, knowing that this thing was on the way, right?
Yeah.
And
so
not being able to say,
and especially you, Steve. You're probably like chomping at the bit every single show.
Yeah, and then that one show Tom did where Salacious's leg is sticking out of the box.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember being I was actually at the studio that day, and I saw him running by with Salacious's leg, and I was like, huh? And I was like, what is he doing?
Well, and I'll say this for my part. So Jason, we've got some other people to jump on the commission, and obviously he asked Steve and I. And Chris at the time, but at that time, I think it was the Rancor had just come out, and so this was like, do I want this? Of course I do. Do I have the money?
Car payment every month?
Exactly. Do I have the money to do that in the Rancor right now? No, I don't. No. So I didn't jump on it. Chris didn't jump on it right away, and then luckily for us. After the Rancor showed up, everything went, everything after that, we got to the point where we're still able to jump on the thing, like still kind of be part of the commission, which is actually really cool. So it wasn't, we weren't early in the commission, but we kind of came in a little later and it's just fantastic.
And thankful, we gotta be thankful for Steve for the fact that he can say yes to anything. So when the negotiations were happening, I knew I could speak for him on this. So it's one of those things where I was like, Steve will say yes.
Dude, I was all over it as soon as I heard anything about it. I'm like, yes, I'll make it. It helped make it happen. So
yeah, it made it possible.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
And that's what's cool, guys. Like, I appreciate people like Jason and Steve. And some other knuckleheads for jumping on. Yeah, and you, Chris. I appreciate people for jumping on something like this and actually making this happen, right? Because this is how stuff like this happens. Like Regal Robot. That's not to say they might not have made this some time in the future. Who knows? You never know that. But at the same time, like this is happening the future is now. This is happening right now, and like it looks incredible. And that's thanks to people like I think Jason and Steve, and we jumped on at the end, Chris. So I can't really thank us too much, but it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be really, really good.
Yeah,
just another amazing piece.
A lot of things started out as those commissions.
Yeah.
The Chewbacca busts, right? The Chewbacca busts, all that started out as commission, and then they decided to do a line of it. I love that. Tom is willing to work with people to come up with something exciting, different, unique, and then sometimes the idea is so good that, hey, let's do a line. Let's make it publicly available.
Yeah, I think another fantastic member in the community. Out of respect, I don't want to name his name, but I think he initially commissioned CZ3, which then turned into another amazing run. So that was great of him to have that idea and have that go forward. But also of Tom to take and his team to take these amazing ideas and know that, hey, why should we keep this singled out as one when we can offer it to the community as a whole. So it really is great.
Plus, you never know what could come down the line. So
yeah, that as well.
Yeah, Regal Robot isn't going to stop. They've got a lot coming coming down the line. But
like all us crack addicts wanting stuff like this.
I will say though, whoever decided to go down the Tauntaun route, curse you. that Tauntaun really hurt.
Oh, I'm sure. But Jason, do you want to give people a little bit of rundown of this guy?
Yeah. So this now, as we move forward, I believe is going to be, it's confirmed, addition of 150 pieces. But before going that route, this thing basically, like I said, was sculpted by Tony McVeigh, and Tony took a little bit of extra love and care in this particular process to really
just real quick, Jason, real quick. According to Sideshow, it's Tim McVeigh, but that's fine. You can.
Tim McVeigh?
That's what they called him. That's what they called him.
Yeah, Tim McVeigh. I think they were sort of caught in the moment.
Yeah. I think it's Tim Ware Morrison, Din.
You know what happened, Matt?
Din Djarin and
they couldn't afford Tony, so
yeah, exactly. Tim McVeigh, exactly.
They second runner up. He's second best, but no. Tony, who originally sculpted, worked on Salacious the puppet, didn't sculpt it. It was a puppet for Return of the Jedi, and as we know, done numerous amounts of other work, amazing work. Even as Liz the Mandalorian, the Gamorrean Guard. Maquette that Regal Robot has is also a work by Tony. So this thing is just fantastic. And like I said, a little bit of extra love and care went to this to really emulate the fact to look and have that overall feel of a puppet, especially if you start looking in the neck area,
right?
The area of like the belly, the chest, and the good thing about this is, without saying, the Sideshow one was a classic. It definitely was for some time, but this thing is just step above, just many steps above for obvious reasons. One being the fact that it's all hand painted. Yeah, many. It's all hand painted. The hair, the fur that you see is all hand placed and lined properly, and it's the exact match. 99.9% match of the original fur and color used. And this thing is amazing. They chose a fantastic pose for him, the way he's seating. He just has that, that sort of sinister, vindictive, nasty little, lizard look to him. And
he looks like you could stick your hand right up him and talk.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of the that was one of the main things that Tom said today on Sideshow, on his interview thing he did, was that the whole idea of this was to not just make Salacious the creature necessarily, but to make it Salacious the puppet, right? To really try to bring across that like it's actually a puppet that you're looking at, and I think they did a fantastic job. Like that was that's it. Yeah, the wrinkles in the necks are just all the different. It just looks like the puppet.
It looks like a puppet. And just to answer good questions, can you guys help me pronounce this? Is it Takarthri?
This one?
Yeah, I don't know. It's the warranty period. How long is that? So this actually isn't a puppet. It's actually sculpted, but it was done in such a way where it looks that much like a puppet. But it won't deteriorate on you.
No. It's the same.
The only thing that will happen.
It's made of the same thing the Rancor was made out of, right? I mean, it's the same.
Yeah.
We've been talking so much about puppet. We may have
some
confusion.
Misled.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not actually a puppet, but it is a replica of the puppet, right?
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah, and far from that, Star mentioned that Tony had sculpted the Sideshow one. That is correct. He did.
Dead before it deteriorates. It's true.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, Warren is correct.
Yeah.
So just going back, I think they really stepped it up with adding a little corner of Jabba's slab, adding Jabba's tattoo on there, which is a nice little Easter egg. He is removable, so he's not.
Is he attached other than gravity? Is there anything other than gravity holding him in place?
No. So he's not keyed in to the slab, which is great. So someone like me who displays pieces on a pedestal, I think he'll move nicely onto the pedestal. But
you just got to make the pedestal lower, Jason.
Yeah, just
you got to see
a little bit wider. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of make it a little bit wider, a little bit lower, not a narrow one. But what's also great about this is. And this wasn't due to the issues with the Rancor or the few issues that had come up, but this was actually pre-planned a while back. So when he ships, he's actually going to ship with the arms and legs removable, and then you'll assemble that when he comes in. And
tail, correct? And the tail removes.
And the tail, yes.
Yeah.
So the tail will remove, and then also that was less about the shipping and more about if people want to space it in such a way where, let's say, he's seated close to a wall. You can take the tail and kind of, just rest it. Like some people that own the Sideshow one may be familiar with having done that. But it's just a fantastic approach overall. So yeah.
No, it's awesome. I'm really happy, Jason, that you made this happen, because I've been I never thought that. I just never thought I'd want, like, honestly, we've had this conversation before, Jason, where we haven't thought about, like, I never thought that I wanted a salacious crumb, like, in my collection. I just didn't think about that. And then, I've thought about other things that Regal Robot is going to make or has made that I'm like, I didn't think I wanted that in my collection, but then I saw it and I was like, wow, that's amazing. Like, that thing is impressive. It's incredible. And that's what this was. Like, I didn't really think that this would be like,
Jesus Christ.
I didn't think this would be what I wanted, but it is.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped, dude. I think it's fantastic. I'm so happy that we were able to jump on this thing, and it's going to be. Look, the price is what it is. I think that's the hardest part about this is that,
it's bigger than the Rancor.
It is bigger than the Rancor. It is bigger than the Rancor.
There's more detail. There's glass eyes. There's hair.
I mean, you get taxidermy eyes, and they found a way to, have the eyes in an inserted position. They're not just rested on.
Right.
They're not glued on. They're inserted. Without having to, cut, chop, or create any seams in the head. So, there's a few, complicated approaches to this that, obviously play into cost. And I know price is always a factor when it comes to pieces like this, but there are many things that have to be taken into consideration. I don't know. I just think for what you're getting, and this is an amazing piece. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And, going with the Return of the Jedi theme, if you have the Rancor in a 1/1 scale salacious, I mean, it's just one of those things where, I mean, how could you pass, if it's something that fits your wheelhouse, I think it's definitely well worth it.
For sure. No, I'm pumped, man. I think this is going to be fantastic, and I'm glad he's adjusting some shipping stuff.
All right, we're going to need to address the comments down here. All right, with the whole whose commission was it not nonsense that's going on over there. If one person wants to take responsibility for the commission, you go ahead, take your responsibility for it.
Have fun.
Commissions are done by many people. All right. And
it definitely takes.
It was a group of us that were involved in it. So So if you want to take singular credit, knock yourself out. You go ahead and do that. We're not trying to take singular credit here. We were all involved in this commission, so just move along.
Well, as I said, I'll say it outright. I have no problem. As I said, as we first started, whether whom was watching or not, it was something that I initially brought to Tom, but I couldn't make happen on my own. It just wasn't, and the numbers weren't working. It was on the higher side, and he came back to me and said, "There's another interested party, and if we can make this happen by getting a few people involved, which is exactly what I said, we can do that." And hence, so it started. We reached out, got a couple of people in the circle, and we were able to make it work.
I mean, I could give a shit, but at the same time, like I've said, I jumped on at the very end, so I can't. It is what it is. Like I don't have any say over anything. I'm just happy to be able to do this with everybody. Like I think it's going to be an amazing piece to own, and I think that's what's really cool about this whole thing is that everybody is going to benefit from this. No matter what, everyone's going to benefit. Like the community benefits from this, and so that's the cool part. So and what's cool is moving forward, people knowing that Regal Robot does this, that Tom does this, it maybe down the line you can help bring something else, to the community, which is really cool. I think that's awesome.
Touching on a few more things too. I didn't get a chance to watch the sideshow, the small excerpt that happened after when Tom joined. I still didn't get a chance to watch, but this does come with a dual signature plate. I think it's Tim Rose, as well as Tony. So that's another plus. McVeigh. And you guys are throwing me off.
Tony Rose.
You guys are throwing me off with that.
Tony Rose.
But no. So I mean, that's also. I know not everybody goes to the signatures. I'm definitely somebody who enjoys them. I like them. I think it adds a nice touch, especially when it's the creator and not the actor. I know it's always subjective, but I always like having a piece and having the signature of the creators. So I think that's a great addition.
Yeah, I agree. Do you know? So it's both of the signatures on the same plaque, correct?
I want to say yes. Similar to the chess set where you had all three on the same plaque. Yeah. I think that I would assume so, right? Yeah. So 2 signatures instead of two separate plaques. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
It just makes sense.
And Cece makes a good point here where, the other ones being so limited, the chess set was 77, Rancor was 83. As we all know, they sold out instantly. So jumping this up to 150, I think is a good middle number to keep things a little bit more available, especially where it's salacious. And I think he's going to, generate a lot more, interest and popularity. So it's a good, nice rounded number for everybody, I think, on both ends.
Yeah. Farden Death Star says, I need this. Missed out on the Rancor. Yep. See, this is what's so interesting, I think, about Regal Robot moving forward. I think from the Rancor forward has been just that they keep selling out of things now. And you see how in demand their stuff is afterwards. Mm-hmm. And I think that's just going to affect every single release they come out with. Like if you want this thing even a little bit, you probably should jump on it. I mean, I know it's expensive, so I don't want to say that, but it's for reals though. Like you're gonna, if you miss out, you're gonna miss out completely, and it's gonna cost a crazy amount of money. So I think it's worth it. I think.
Don't pass.
But I think that's why they're also trying to meet the demand by increasing the number a little bit.
They are there, but
let's
talk about the price real quick. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the price?
It's hard because
considering, like I said before, considering the rank was 3. I mean, I think this is bigger, better, more detailed. Mm-hmm. Just makes more sense. I mean,
right.
If it was less than 4, I'd be surprised, considering what the price of the Rancor is. It's just... And you're not going to... I mean, how much is the Sideshow one going for now? Like 3, right?
Well, that's what someone mentioned before, right?
It's getting harder to find as well.
And this is way better than that.
Yeah, someone mentioned that before, was that you're paying almost the same price, and a lot of those pieces are coming in broken not all the time, but
Well, no, I mean, it's how old is that piece? It's what?
It's
almost a decade, right?
Sideshow did a fantastic job coming out with that thing.
Yeah, it was
amazing.
The same sculptor, right?
Yeah, it's the same.
But it does look different. It looks a little different. This one
does.
looks more lifelike.
It does.
I think it's also at this point, it's so hard to come by. It's when you do find it, you're paying upwards of $2,500 to $3,000 because people know how amazing and how rare it is. You can't really downplay the Sideshow one, despite having a few years on it, because it is a beautiful piece. But I think this steps it up a little bit. I think technology and time and detail, they were able to extensively go in and through the archives for reference purposes. Mm-hmm. So Tony, it's been what, 35 years, Return of the Jedi, roughly 30 something years.
Right.
So he got to go back and reference all his original work and whatnot and use that to go off of, because just because somebody's the person who did it doesn't mean it's fresh in their mind.
Yeah, for sure.
So you have to take that into consideration. But
so
how
fast do you think this will sell? I don't think it lasts a day.
I think, it's salacious. It's tough. I think it's going to be less about the price and more about the character.
Listen,
but again,
the chess set sold out in how many minutes? And that's
like a half an hour.
This and bigger, and this is bigger. I think it won't sell. They'll sell faster than the chess set.
Why don't we talk about? Why don't we pull up Greg's comment here? Having trouble with the price. You said when Sideshow originally did it was so affordable, and they also worked with the original sculptor. Why is the price so different? So it's honestly, I think that's a good question, especially working with the original sculptor.
How many years ago
first of all, it was a different world back then, right? That's first of all, but I don't think that explains the entire difference.
Right.
I do think that this is significantly better than the Sideshow one by far.
Yeah. Right.
I think
plus Disney owns them now. I'm wondering if the licenses has gone up since then as well. I think that contributes to it.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I think license, royalties, but I think also, if I remember correctly, the Sideshow one, the eyes are plastic, and I think just decaled or painted. I could be wrong, but I do know they're like a plastic, and they sort of rest on. And I know some of them have flaked off over time. Where these, like I said, have a taxidermied eye, which is great. The fur is a pretty much spot on match.
I think there's something has to be said about the fact that Regal Robot isn't Sideshow. And
these are being hand painted as well. That's a big factor.
And look, it is what it is, guys. Regal Robot makes really high end pieces, and that's just how it works. I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that you're gonna get this piece. If you get this piece, you're gonna freaking love it, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be hand painted, haired, taxidermied eyes. They take a lot of time to research and develop and all that stuff. I'm not saying that Sideshows wasn't good or that they didn't do a lot of work, put a lot of work in to make that. But how long ago was that made? How long ago did they make that?
I don't know exactly. It was I guess
a while ago, wasn't it?
7 to 10 years. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I could be totally wrong, but I know it's
prices. Look at Hot Toys prices. Prices change, prices go up, and things have happened like that. And so I think that's part of it. And I just think that they, I think Regal Robot puts in a lot of effort to make these things very, very unique and special. And
the numbers also make a difference. I think Sideshows was an addition of 600. You're also talking about the difference of how many years it's made in the factory, which I'm not talking it down, but you do have to take those factors into consideration.
But,
when something's going through the factory process versus being hand painted and layers, it's totally different. Then you have the dual signature plaque. It's not for everybody. Right. Some people will say, "Hey, I'd rather save a few $100s and not have a signature plaque," but it's part of it.
But that's one thing I wish Regal Robot would have done on this one is make a signature, not a non-signature version. Maybe even without the dais, like I said, the slab, Jason, like I mentioned to you, and bring the price down for, maybe 75 of them or something like that.
I don't think the slab is what's what's making this go up in price. I mean,
no, but you know what I'm saying, though, Chris. Like, I mean, if you could bring the price down $500,
it's a bunch of things that add up. It's a bunch of things. Made in USA, the slab, the signature plaque. Years later, just all those things. All those things. Yeah, all the research when that had to happen. All those things just add up, and plus, I think that there's a Regal Robot premium.
There is, 100%.
Right?
Guys, like understand that we're not here to defend Regal Robot's pricing. Like, I don't want to pay. I wish I didn't have to necessarily pay what I paid for this. But that said, like, do I think it's worth it? I do. I think it's worth it. That doesn't mean that you may not. You may think it's worth it. That's your opinion, and you're absolutely totally fine to have that opinion. But everyone's different. Everyone collects different things, and that's okay. Like it would be nice if everything was made to be affordable for everybody, but that's just not life, right? That's just not how life works. And so it is what it is. I think I think for what it is, I'm happy with it. I'm extremely impressed with what they've done to make it as accurate as they have. And
I can't wait to have it on my shelf.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And, I personally think it's better than the Rancor. So, just from what I've seen so far.
I told Tom that. I said that to him. I was like, this tops the Rancor, and I didn't think you could do that.
Yeah.
Benjamin asks, why does the photo say Sideshow? Is this the older one or the new one? So just to clear up any confusion, Benjamin, it's just Sideshow did the Sideshow Con today, and this is featured on display. So it's just the photo that we're using from Sideshow's Sideshow Con from earlier this afternoon. So, but it is a Regal Robot. It is the updated Regal Robot version.
Yeah, and if you go on, I think they had the second Sideshow Con thing in the afternoon. I think it was like at 2:00 today from my time. Yeah, there's another one, and they went through things again. I don't know if they showed. I think they might have showed a couple new pieces, but they also had Tom on, and he talked for about 5 minutes or maybe a little bit more, 10 minutes about Salacious. So yeah, it's cool. Like he answered quite a bit of things, of questions. I mean, we talked about some of those already, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So you can actually see him talk about it on there as well, which is cool.
Yeah. All I can picture when I'm looking at this. All I can picture when I'm looking at this is that behind the scenes video where he's Edgar
peeking out of the box.
Peeking out of the box and talking.
Yeah, but just look at this detail. I mean,
I think the glass eyes on this too. I think once it's in person, those glass eyes are really gonna sort of jump versus pictures never do pieces like this justice.
Look at those fingernails.
I know they did such a good job. I mean,
amazing.
One of the things you gotta appreciate about this is obviously the paint master that Sideshow probably has here, I would imagine, and so it's gonna be really, really good. But from what I've seen from Regal Robot, I mean, because of the way they do their stuff, it's spot on to all this. Like they do all their pieces like very consistent. Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for this. I'm really loving how the slab came out too.
It looks like
it was such a nice touch. Yeah, it looks great. And I love the Java tattoo.
I was initially a little bit worried about the slab, to be honest, just because and I'm still, one of the things I am slightly concerned about is, I don't know, depending on where I put the thing, it is a little bit concerning. Like Steve mentioned, the thing isn't keyed in or anything like that. That does concern me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. True? Yeah, because like, what happens if someone bumps your shelf hard enough?
I think he's pretty flat bottomed. I think it's
in a way where flat bottomed. He's
I don't want to take him off the slab. I don't want to take him off the slab.
Neither do I.
The slab to me is a huge part of this. So he's higher up already. So if anything happens, if I got even a small earthquake, I don't know what's going to happen to Salacious, right? So that's my concern. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I have to say, Elvis in the comments, I have no more pool table, buddy.
I didn't get that for a second. I was like,
he doesn't have the pool table. That's amazing.
Gone.
He doesn't have the pool table.
I sent you a message, tell you so I got rid of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess they could have done a key or something like an option, like an optional key or one that like it. I'm not going to describe it because Chris will jump all over it and bust my chops. But they could have done a key, right? A removable
like a butt plug.
Well, I think they wanted it. I think the idea was to give the option, obviously, to sit it on the slab, but also, place it elsewhere. Because a lot of people may just want to put it on a shelf or a certain display.
Well, what I'm saying is you could have the option and still have a removable key.
Oh, that's right. So if the key was on the base versus salacious,
if the key was male on both ends, and there was a female in his butt and a female on the base.
That would work. Yeah.
Greg's right. I did call it a butt plug the other day. You're right.
Jason, can we mention how it's put together? That would clear up this conversation. I don't know if we're allowed to.
Yeah. So it's what about the posable?
Yeah. No, about putting the arms on and legs. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's gonna ship in a way where the arms and legs you'll assemble it. The arms and legs will be put on. Because it's gonna be. Yeah, the arms and legs will be keyed, and they won't be. Unfortunately, they won't be posable.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they won't be posable.
So Chris is saying the arms are not keyed. Is that what you're saying?
They're not keyed, but I don't know if I don't know if I can say how they are.
Okay.
Honestly,
so maybe we don't.
Just
dive into speculation on that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put up.
We'll just say that it all is very secure, very secure, very secure.
Yes.
Which is cool. They really thought it well and thought about it well and the interesting thing for us guys is that so Jason, have you seen the actual final in person? You haven't.
Not like this. No, I haven't.
And Chris, you haven't either.
I saw it as the base coat color.
Okay. So
I saw our base coat as well. This
is the one thing we all don't know about that we've even looking at these pictures and everything is that, you'll notice in some pictures, that salacious kind of matches the base, the actual the slab
scheme almost looks like it's
it almost looks the same. And then some pictures like this actually separates it more. And so it'll be interesting to see how that looks in person, actually in person, to see how dark he is, because everyone takes pictures differently and everyone has flashes and all this different lighting.
Sideshow always washes out everything.
Yeah. And that's what I'm really interested in.
I think lighting is going to have a huge effect on this. Like Steve said earlier, in Return of the Jedi, everything's very dark. He looks very dark. I think he's a little bit more lighter and pale with a bit more of an orange tone. So I think depending if you have warm lighting, cool lighting, it is going to affect the overall way he looks in displays. But nonetheless, pictures are going to vary significantly based on the way they were taken and the light that they were taking in. But, again, back to the arms and legs, they're not posable, but they will be removable for shipping purposes. And it is going to ship in pretty much like a die cut foam insert. So it'll be placed in with a specific, die cut section. So yeah, I don't think we'll be running into too many issues this time around. If people do have any concerns, I think that, they can be alleviated. And what's better is if anything does happen, the fact that it is, removable parts, it's much easier to just say, hey, here's a left arm. If it breaks.
Yeah, totally. Jason, hold on one second. What do you guys think about the right hand over the right foot? Caesar's asking. Do you like the pose? Do you like what they chose here?
I do like the pose. Yes, I do like the pose.
Yeah.
I'll say when I first saw it, I was a little thrown off by it because it is a choice. This is a choice, right? To actually do something that's, to have him do something like this. The more I'll say, the more I've seen it, the more I like it. That they went this direction because it gives them a little character. I'm not quite sure what else they would.
It makes sense for the right hand to be pulling his leg up, right, and holding it in place. I think it looks natural. I think it looks like a normal pose to me.
It looks good.
I love how janky the fingers are, and they just go in different directions, and they don't look like real fingers, So
yeah.
Yeah, I think Far From Death Star is correct. It just has that more casual, and even his head has a very natural slight tilt, he's looking off a bit. Mm-hmm. I think it looks very natural and organic. I think it works. It doesn't look too forced and too dynamic.
Yeah. Adam says 4,000 because people will pay it. Yeah,
they will. Not necessarily.
Yeah, possibly though. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, Adam, you're not wrong. Like, we're all freaking a bunch of addicts and a bunch of like you got to think that everybody in the industry, everybody that sells things to us knows who they are, right? It's a mousetrap. Like they know, you ever play that? You ever play a game with the thin ice game? What's that ice game where like you actually like you're trying to not fall through the ice or whatever? I mean, they know what they have. They know that they have us on a trap.
It reminds me of at Alligator Zoo, and you throw a piece of chicken into the alligator pit, and all the alligators just go off.
Exactly. Like they know what they have, and I think you're not wrong. Look, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna defend something like that. It is what it is. Do I think they can sell this for that much money? Yeah. I think
thought it was gonna be more.
I thought it was gonna be more as well.
I actually thought it might be more as well, but thankfully it's not. But yeah,
I was pleasantly surprised at the price, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah. I think people have to realize and remember, like, if you set this thing next to the Rancor, this thing's way bigger. Like it's quite a lot larger than that. It's a 1-to-1. So, you are getting a lot, but I know it's expensive. I get that.
So this is I always find things like this. Benjamin talks about the symbol being slightly crooked. I'm not sure that it is. I think it may be an optical illusion because the base is not square with the photographer. The base is actually slightly angled away from the photographer. It could be crooked, and that would bother me a little bit, right? But I think
I'd be surprised if it is.
Yeah, I think it's angled away.
Yeah, I would be surprised too, to be honest. But we'll see. Honestly, one of the things at first when I saw this that I kind of didn't like was the symbol. I kind of was not wanting anything on there. I kind of would like to have just the slab.
Well, you can turn this thing above him being not keyed.
Yeah, exactly. I think you could. Yeah, exactly. I think, but that's what's cool about this thing and actually being able to put it on how you want it. You could turn it around if you wanted to. The more I look at it, the more I like it, though. So,
Funko Pop goes for that much, huh?
Does it really?
I believe it. Some of those things. I don't know specifically, but some of those things go for crazy money.
Well, just the vintage collection Salacious in the San Diego Comic-Con Death Star, that goes for $500-$600, and it's on a card that's maybe 4 inches big.
Yeah, the vintage collection one.
The vintage collection one.
Yeah. But I do agree. It's this much because people will pay it. Honestly, you charge what you can. There's a balance, right, between too much and what people will bear. And this is a sellout. This will sell out for sure. They're not going to have any problem with it.
This is a cool comment. It looks like it's posable. They did a great job. This is what I think is what's so cool about this piece is that it is not a puppet. It's not posable, but it's supposed to look like that, right? That's the idea. And they killed it. They did a really, really good job with that. And initially when we saw this thing in its first early stages, which hopefully we'll be able to show some of those images at some point down the line. I don't know.
I think pretty soon we'll have a few.
Yeah, that'll be cool. But there's like a lot of like seams and stuff, and you're looking at it going, oh man, there's like seams with the armholes and leg holes and stuff. I thought they did a really good job. Like, I mean, obviously there's hair and other stuff to hide some of that stuff, but it's just, I still think they did a really good job. And I didn't know this. Does this do? Oh, cool. Enter button pulls those up. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, I think we can move on. One thing real quick that's actually really cool. I wanted to mention to the community, the group, that's different about any. I think any of these pieces coming from Regal Robot. I don't know if this has happened before, but what's really cool about this, because we jumped on the commission, is that we're
not allowed to talk. We're not allowed to be part of the commission, by the way.
Oh, okay. Because we're getting this. What's cool is that we actually get to unbox this in 3 weeks, maybe.
Approximately, yeah.
So I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Before it even goes up to order, we'll be able to unbox it, look at it, show you guys all the details, like have it next to us, and which is really cool. That's pretty crazy. And so because it's a commission, we're able to get it ours early, like we should do, and then they'll do the run after that. So that's pretty neat. So expect that whenever that happens, coming up in the future. We're looking forward to doing that and bringing that to you guys. And if we have any other stuff we can talk about, any other pictures or any other I don't know if we're going to end up having Tom on or not. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen there. If we have any of that stuff going on, we'll let you guys know. And hopefully we can do some more content around this guy, because I think it deserves it. But we'll see. So, all right. Do you want to move on, guys?
Sure.
Yeah, I think there was a lot going on today, right? I think there was a lot of reveals.
There was a hell of a lot. Let me go to the front of these pictures, and we'll just kind of go from there. Let me see here. Some of these. There's a hell of a lot. Let's start with this one. And here we go. Okay.
Wow, he looks pretty menacing.
So this is 6 scale, right?
This is 6 scale. This is Sideshow, which is actually really smart of them. I've mentioned this before.
Very.
Hot Toys is doing all the real life versions of these, and the more realistic versions of these. Well, and so
when that came, the Hot Toy one was announced, we all were talking about why didn't they do a head sculpt, an animated head sculpt? They probably couldn't, because Sideshow had
possible
license to do that.
Very possible that Sideshow being Sideshow might have scooped that up even before they had a say in it. I don't know. Yep. It's interesting. I'm not sure how that works, but very cool that they're doing this, and it looks fantastic. It looks great. I think Hot Toys would probably do better at some of the tailoring. Maybe I don't know, but the head sculpt looks great. It looks really nice. So very cool that people are
like the cartoon.
He does.
Yeah,
he does. He looks really good. So is this something any of you guys would pick up?
No, I don't think I'm connected enough to the cartoon yet, to the show.
Yeah.
Have you been watching it, Jason?
It's hard because my time is so limited. So yeah, it's tough to squeeze in, a lot of TV. So if I do, it's like one episode at a time, or maybe 2 episodes at a time. But it's spaced, far apart, that I have to kind of rewatch something if I miss. It's tough. I really fell back on this, and I need to just find some time to catch up. But that's the problem, I think. Yeah, even that's still difficult. But I think I explained this to Matt. One of my things was, it's so easy for me to pass on certain things because I don't have that connection to it. And I think once I get into it, I mentioned this before, that I'm afraid I'm going to see something and have that connection and be like, wow, I totally passed on that, not knowing and not thinking, and then now I'm going to regret it. So
yeah.
But I think this, I know Sideshow catches a lot of slack on the 1/6 pieces, but I think this looks great. I think
it looks really nice.
Well, the older Sideshow ones do like they have great tailoring and helmets and helmeted pieces, but their face sculpts are usually a little off. But with the animated version, you can't mess that up.
Well, to be fair, they could. They've done a great job. He looks exactly like the character. They really did a great job. So I love it. I think it's great that they're doing it. This is their very hard to pose Grievous.
From what I understand, they fixed a few things on this to make.
I hope so, because
better.
The guy that
everything looks the same though. I thought I
read somewhere that they were doing metal legs. I could be wrong.
Possibly, but the base is exactly the same. Yeah, the legs and joints are exactly. Everything looks to me to be spot on to the one that I mean. Maybe they updated some of the the parts they use. Maybe they made them a little bit thicker, heavy duty. Or I don't know.
Right.
They said in the reveal video, Jason, when they first showed this, they were listing some of the improvements. and tighter, stronger joints were one of the things that they mentioned.
So that's actually a big improvement. If that's the case, Stephen, that's a big improvement because that's one thing he suffered from. Not even after being displayed like brand new out of the box, just one turn of the legs and it kind of.
I think if this thing falls over, it'd be the most it would be a huge embarrassment for Sideshow if they didn't fix that problem.
Well, it's going to fall over regardless. It can't possibly stand on its own. It's got to use a stand.
Well, my understanding is it has a hard time standing even with the base right now.
Yeah, I had him on the base, but his feet is substantial enough. They're wide enough where that and the base holds them in a way where if you want to pose them with the forearms or without, it all depends.
Guys, unless they fixed something recently, the guy that was putting this thing on the stand, like on a video, like even 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, pretty recently, was having a hell of a time putting this thing on a stand. So all I'm saying is unless they fix something in the last like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, this thing's going to be tough to pose. That's not to say it won't pose like it won't stay in its pose, and the stand won't work. I'm just saying that they had a hell of a time putting this thing on a stand last time I saw it. But hopefully it works. It looks good. It looks pretty good. This is the Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I really like the way this looks.
Yeah, it looks great. Looks really nice.
And they finally, I think they did a great. It's posed very well. I like it.
I have to say, throughout the video, I really noticed these pedestals with the lights on them.
Yeah.
They're really nice, actually. The lights are a little big. They're probably, like, really spotlight on there, but...
Yeah. It's like what is it, pedestal source or something like that?
Yeah,
I think it's what...
they're on Colorado. A lot of collectors use them. I actually use them, and I like them. I mean, the thing is where I'm located, I get hit hard on the shipping, but...
Yeah,
I think if you take the shipping away, the pedestal itself, I think are reasonably priced to what you get. They're really good quality.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. So that looks good. Obviously they did a fantastic job, and they didn't they make this thing where these lightsabers come to a point, kind of like they did in the show, a little bit more. I think they mentioned.
Oh, they do.
I think so. Yeah, I think they come to a little bit more of a point. But yeah, really, really nice.
So what do you guys think of the straight up cartoon sculpt? Are you guys digging it?
I like it. I just won't collect it.
Yeah, I like it.
Love to have had both versions, both head sculpts. Like, with Anakin coming up, I would have liked to have had them both. That I could switch out whenever I want to.
Yeah.
Make that choice.
Do you know how much the pedestals cost, Jason? These ones?
They range in prices, different materials, different sizes. Those are the lights can get up there. Some of them can go upwards of anywhere from 500 to even 1,000. But yeah, there's so many variables that come into play on these, from color, size, material. Yeah,
Jason, each one of those lights costs $15.99 at Lowe's, and then you buy some plywood and screw it together.
There you go.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well,
that's
for
ridiculous.
some people. But
yeah, I think that's
if you can, if you're handy, definitely.
Or you can hire a friend, and then 6 months later they'll be built for you,
and they'll come to you, intermediately, they'll in and out.
Just kidding, buddy.
And it gets done, but man,
it gets done.
I gotta say this. I absolutely love this, but I just feel like it's another one of those things that we'll never see it.
No, we'll never see that.
Hot Toys made this. Hot Toys made that dial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's just. I bet that's just something they put together just for a showpiece. They have zero intention of selling this thing.
I don't really.
I will say though, they
nice looking.
Dioramas. You guys said it last time, right? You said it has a better chance. I do agree that dioramas have a better chance than a vehicle of coming out.
Yes,
but I still don't think that they'll come out.
But Steve, I also think with Mando, it has a much better chance of coming out because they seem to be tapping into anything Mandalorian related.
Yeah, everything that you see Mandalorian in the show is coming out except that Dio.
Yeah, it's too bad because it's got the Jabba door knocker. I like that.
That's really cool. And the concrete looks fantastic. They did a good job. They did a good job with that one. There's the fecal troopers just smelling all rank and shit. Here's the new scout trooper on the bike. Pretty cool. This is something people have been waiting a long time for.
I thought I wouldn't get that, knowing that now having the Mando one, but man, I think I do want this.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to this. Do you have the Sideshow one?
I had
the Sideshow bike?
No, I don't have that.
Okay.
I just got the Mando one a couple days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time for this. I mean, obviously them coming out with the Mando version gave a lot of people hope that this would come out. So,
does it have the new longer snout?
I don't know.
I think it does. Oh, you mean I thought you meant the bike. The bike looks like it's a bit more proportionate.
The scout snout.
I don't know if it has a scout snout.
Snout.
Yeah. Snout. The scout snout.
I love in the video where Paulie keeps they go back and forth. Snout.
Awesome.
That just made me laugh.
Yeah, this looks really good. I like that this thing is a lot more usable and posable than the Sideshow version. The Sideshow version is kind of floppy unless you tighten it up, really good, and it's kind of got its own little thing for it. It looks nice. It looks cool. Looks like nice weathering on the bike. I like it. Is this something you're going to pick up, Steve?
No, I just sold my my Sideshow one.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
Focus.
I know. But the blinders
Troopers,
on.
though. Troopers.
You can't say it's not difficult, though, right? That bug gets you.
Troopers.
Oh, it's hard. Yeah.
No.
I'm still collecting Troopers and Mando, so I'm gonna get this.
You're gonna get it?
Yeah.
It looks nice, dude.
It does.
Yeah, I can't.
I wonder if it's exactly the same bike as. Are there any differences between the Mando one and this? Like, there has to be some differences.
They can't
I'm
be.
Sure.
Why would they make it?
I don't know.
This is just
Well, it's also
a repaint reissue.
Yeah,
I'm sure it is, but I'm sure it's a repaint. But if you go and you compare the Jedi one to Mando, there's got to be differences between the two.
Well, Chris, it's my understanding that the Mando ones are just repurposed, right? They just found them.
Yeah.
Desolated, took them and slapped some paint on them.
But you know how we are with accuracy, found parts,
detail, yeah.
Correct donor kits, like
it could very well be. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is clearly a way to capitalize on their investment for Hot Toys, and
sure.
And I think any change would add cost to their production, and they're not interested in that. So,
yeah. Cece says you're in recovery, Steve.
Yeah.
From recovery mode after the Tauntaun.
I don't think I've ordered anything in 3 or 4 weeks. No.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. In 2 weeks.
In
4 down to 2.
5 seconds.
You know that sign that they have out of assembly lines and whatnot. It's been X days since the last accident. Mine says it's been X days since the last order.
I love it. This is fantastic. I'm sure people are pumped. There's a lot to be. I think Jason, or maybe it was Chris. I can't remember. I was talking to somebody today about just that there's just so many Hot Toys. There's so many Star Wars Hot Toys. And
I mean, think about it. How many Mando toys have come out?
There's so many. The Mandalorian line itself is just absolutely ludicrous.
Obese.
Yeah, and
I think it's almost surpassing.
Oh
right?
God, yeah.
I mean, it's catching up with surpassing the original.
Yeah,
how many original trilogy pieces are out for pre-order right now? I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking not nearly as many.
No. Are you kidding me? The original trilogy? There's hardly any original trilogy stuff. Like, there's not a lot at all.
Snowspeeder Luke. What else? That's it, right?
Yeah, I mean, the original trilogy doesn't have much going on. It's Mandalorian, it's Clone Wars. It's a lot of that kind of stuff that's really, really hitting hard.
Yep.
And as it should be, right? I mean, people are really excited about those things. It's totally fine. I'm just saying
it's
that
new hot thing.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it's very like to be collecting Hot Toys and statues and some other stuff. It's just, I mean, what a freaking nightmare, dude. Oh my gosh. It's really cool for those that only collect Hot Toys. It's a lot of variation you're getting if you only collect Hot Toys. That's really cool, but man, it's a lot. It's a lot. This is the Iron Studio stuff that they showed today. I think we've talked about some of these before.
Wait, so that the Grogu on the Rock is an Iron Studios piece?
Yeah.
It's quarter scale.
For some reason I thought it was a hot. Okay, I skimmed over this today. I only watched
Jason.
parts.
There is a Hot Toy pack.
Oh, there is one. Okay.
Grogu, yes, there is
on the Rock. Okay.
Yeah.
This looks better than what we saw in pictures before. I feel like Fennec actually looks like Fennec. She doesn't look like a what did I say last time? She just slapped with like a wet towel. Like she looks a lot better here to me.
She does.
Boba looks really good. Is that you, Chris?
Not me.
Jeez. Oh, that's Steve. Steve, your internet's acting up again. Let me see.
Can you give me more specifics? What's wrong?
You're all.
It's like more specifically, it's internet you purchased at Walmart that is just really choppy.
I can fix it if you tell me what it is.
It's just choppy. I don't know what to tell you. It's just choppy.
The video's choppy. The sound's choppy. Everything's choppy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so this
he couldn't afford internet after he bought the
I know
Downtown.
it's tough life. I get it.
I got it. Can I insert something real quick, Matt?
Yeah. About this guy?
No, about you guys. I can take a licking, right? We jazz each other quite a bit. For some reason, I don't know why, but when you guys, like when somebody's internet drops out, like when my internet is like catching and lagging, you guys hit that like Walmart internet, for some reason I'm like, yeah. Like it just, man, that really gets that chased me hard. That's just like, I get so annoyed because your internet, you're trying to get it back up and running. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's like ragging on you at the same time.
And you don't know what it is. It's tough to know what it is exactly what's going on.
So it's hard trying to fix it and get ragged on at the same time.
Yeah.
And you're like, ah.
That's better, Steve. Looks good. So this is
I didn't do anything. Just for the record. I have 200 megabits right now. So.
Okay, no one believes you. So this is no, I'm just kidding. This is quarter scale Grogu. My gosh, if I have to see him again, I swear to God, there's just so many things with him in it.
You're gonna see lots of him forever.
I know it's gonna last forever, and I'm gonna I can't stand it. I think it's fine in some things, but like, oh my gosh, dude. So anyway, they were talking about how cute he was with his eyes closed. I mean, whatever. And then he's got like little bits of hair and shit, whatever. So then, but this does look really nice. That looks really good.
That looks good too.
That looks good, I guess. It's tough in 1/10 scale, man. That's what they do in 1/10. Iron Studios is actually really impressive, but I don't know, man. I just wouldn't want to get into a 1/10 line. It's just so small. But it's impressive what they do, I have to say.
Yeah, but for those who have a collection of it, I think if you go 1/10, it displays well. Like there's plenty of people who have the Dakota keys, and those display really well. If you have a decent amount of them, they look really good on display. Yeah.
Bo-Katan. This I wish we had a quarter scale of. Like really badly. I think we really need this, whether it's NYC or
I think there's
a licensed
doubt
company.
We'll see one soon.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I really want that. But it does look good. Looks nice. This is their new. This is what they showed today. The Dark Trooper.
That's 10 scale, 1 cent too.
Yeah, 1/10. I mean, that thing looks like a. It looks like a hunk of plastic to me.
I never really was a fan of the design of it.
I don't like the pose of this one. I just don't like the pose of this one. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that his foot's sideways. I don't know. I just don't like it. Do you guys like this one? Do you guys like the Dark Trooper here?
You know, the evolution of the troopers, it's one of those things where you can see the evolution in them. This just is so far outside the box and design. It doesn't really, I don't know. It looks off. It doesn't remind me of a trooper. It just looks like a droid.
Yeah.
An actual trooper.
Not even a Star Wars droid though.
It's got
more like a Battlestar
sci-fi feel.
It's more like a Battlestar Galactica droid to me. Like
look. I don't know. I'm not ragging on necessarily the design of the droid itself. I just don't like this version of it. I think it looks a little plasticky. I think it looks. I don't know. I just don't
look at the gun in his hand, Matt. The gun looks like it's an action figure. The way it's sitting in his hand.
It does. It does.
You know.
How much do these run?
I don't know.
They're not
100.
They're not crazy. Yeah.
For $100, I mean, you're better off getting a $20 Black Series figure that it'll look better than this.
Let's hold on.
It will.
Hold on. I mean,
$20 Black Series figure would look better than this.
Well, hold on. I mean, look at something like this, right? This isn't to say this is good. This isn't $100, maybe. I don't know what this is, but this looks. This is impressive. Like in that scale, that's pretty impressive.
It is, but like, okay, so look at Boba. He looks very shiny, and I'm telling you, Black Series figures look pretty good compared to this. These are what, 8 inches?
I don't know. Well, what would be
8 inches?
I have Lord of the Rings versions of these Iron Studios figures in hand, and they're for people who are used to collecting Hot Toys are going to be hugely let down. Let down. If the problem is Hot Toys spoil things for us, it kind of sets a baseline, right?
Okay. But I grew up on 3 3/4 and 6-inch figures, so I this.
You're not expecting it. You're not expecting accuracy out of a 3 3/4 figure. You're expecting you have an expectation of accuracy out of this.
Yeah, well, I have a little more expectation out of a 6-inch figure. They really have come a long way in these 6-inch figures. Face sculpt.
Yeah, but not that face sculpt. Not like this, though. I mean, come on. The face sculpt's not anywhere near that.
No, it's not that good. Yeah. But Boba,
I don't know, dude. I'm just I'm just trying.
$80.
I'm trying my best to not be an elitist like everyone freaking thinks we are about collecting. Like I'm trying to at least be kind to some of these smaller pieces because I do think there's some of them are very impressive, but Chris doesn't want me to, so I'm going to move on.
Listen, I'm saying a $20
shit on things.
I'm saying a $20 Black Series figure is better than that. And
well, I think his point is value. If you're looking at a $120 piece versus a $20 piece, if you take that and contrast the two,
sure,
exactly.
For, $100 less, you're getting a lot more bang for your buck. For the size,
and this isn't wrong, right? They look like Hallmark Christmas ornaments. That's not. Right. I've said that. I have said that before too. It is Hallmark. They do look a little Hallmarky.
Well,
not all. Cathry said it first. Come on, Matt.
What's that?
I think
Cathry said it first. You can't.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Make sure.
I think the Hallmark ornaments are pretty well done. I actually have a few of them. I like them.
Yeah.
I think this is cool.
This
is the steampunk Vader. Yeah, I like this.
I think it's neat. I mean,
okay.
It wouldn't be my first choice to buy, but I think it's
sure
a cool
this,
design.
Yeah.
Chris, you sure this wouldn't be your first choice to buy this? Is that what you're saying? You're positive of that? No. This got to be like 20th on your list. Come on.
I like steampunk. I like steampunk stuff, and and I like that Boba Fett, that Mexican looking mini bust that artist did too. I like that too.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I know.
Jose Hernandez.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, it looks like it's well done. I mean, Kotobukiya, am I right to say that at least some of this is going to be PVC, correct? With Kotobukiya?
Yeah, I think they do a lot of it. But they do, I think they do great work, though. I have a couple of Kotobukiya pieces. I like it.
Yeah.
So do I. I have the Biker Scout. I like that. I've seen the McCory 2-pack. That's pretty awesome.
This is Kotobukiya. Okay. Right.
Yeah, another Mandalorian that.
What scale are these?
Nobody asked for.
1/8, 7.
1/8. Chris? Was it you? I sent the picture too of the McCory.
Yeah.
It's the Luke, and I put the Hot Toys Luke in the same pose. Yeah, they're pretty close in size too.
Yep.
And it's nice to see Sideshow displaying these things so well. Having them put up on top of these lights and stuff. I mean, they just do such a good job.
I gotta admit, this is way better than their one last year where they had the Rancor. I
kind of disagree with you only because I think the lighting in this whole thing is dog shit. Like, I think
it was way worse the last time.
I think it's always pretty not great, and I think they should do better personally. But whatever.
So last time it was cat shit. This time it's dog shit. So
yeah, yeah, sure. Here's the figure again, Grievous figure. Another round of these. I don't know why these are. We go back to these. Geez, they took a lot of these, didn't they? Like they want you to buy them. Okay, and then there's here's their new Vader, obviously.
I know you guys don't like the base, but I really like the pose on that Vader a lot.
Oh, it's the pose is fantastic.
Yes,
we've said that.
Awesome.
The actual character looks great.
I wonder how flat his feet rest, because I wonder if you can maybe just take because he probably pegs into that or vice versa, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if you can just buy a black base. I wonder if you can just buy a black base and peg him into that.
It looks pretty flat, dude. It looks pretty flat.
Because that would be great to just peg him into. Picture like when the Rancor came on, right?
Yeah. It'll look great.
Put him in something like that.
Honestly, the cape looks like it's fantastic. Like it's very posable and it's actually really pretty. Vader himself, the pose is awesome. Like the pose is great. I really like it. I just wish he wasn't standing on top of a medieval times. It's so ridiculous
well, it's a medieval times helicopter landing pad, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like the helicopter's going to come in and land on it.
And pick him up.
It's like he's King Kong Vader on top of the Empire State Building.
I don't know what they were thinking. Honestly, if they took off the weird like
the door
Ouija board,
the door away.
They take the Ouija board thing off the top, take the doors away, and then all of a sudden it's like,
it's
like
cool
I can. Yeah, it's okay. The base is fine. You don't have to, you're not drawing attention necessarily to it. But the way it is now, I just don't like it. But I mean, like you said, Jason, maybe you could peg it into something else.
I'm thinking I'm gonna see once pictures start showing up and people get it in hands. If it's flat enough, like he's not, because he doesn't seem to be in any type of. Let me expand my screen. He doesn't seem to be in any type of dynamic pose. Yeah, his feet look pretty flat foot. So yeah, you might just be able to get a simple black base and just pop him right into that, and you have a beautiful. I think this pose, a lot of people are going to go, but I think this pose actually tops the Iron Studios Vader.
No.
I know. I'm going to catch heat for it, but something about the kneeing down. He looks great on the base as is, the pose he's in, but this standing on a black base.
Yeah. The good thing about it has 1/3 the cape of the Iron Studios Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Yeah. That looks pretty honking big already. I mean,
it does look pretty big.
Sorry, the Iron Studios Vader cape. You could cover a table with it.
Or you could take it camping. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I think CZ says give this video like if you think everyone should upgrade to Target Internet, which is nice for her to say. And be more. You're more than welcome to give us dislikes too, because that helps the channel as well. So do what you want to do. We could care less.
Boy.
And but yeah, there's Vader's. There's another Vader shot. This is really. It does look. It's beautiful. It's really nice. I really, 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 really like what they did here. I just wish they hadn't. I don't know if I would have gotten it anyway because I have the Iron Studios version, but it's nice. It's very nice. By the way, the other arm I think looks like shit.
With the one holding the saber?
The other arm that the switch out is like, it's like his arm is like all like weird to his side. It's just really strange.
I don't know what it looks like.
Not familiar with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird looking. So, here's their one of their main Hot Toys display areas.
I like the battle droid.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is Iron Studios again. Oh, here we go. This is the new Kylo Ren premium format.
That head sculpt is good. Wow.
I think so too.
I think it's a matte black piece, right?
I think so. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I think they did a great job on this.
Wow. I'm pretty impressed by the way the eyes are painted and the subtleties in the skin.
Look at the hair, the way it's.
I know.
It's a great dynamic pose. I said this to you today, Matt, too. I think Adam Driver is like a Mark Hamill. I think his likeness is very hard to capture. He's got a very unique looking face.
I know. I saw these, and the Rey didn't catch my eye that much. The Kylo Ren did. I have one already that I like, but I actually like Kylo Ren in the sequels, and I think this looks actually really good. So I don't know. There's part of me that's like, maybe. I actually kind of like the stuff they did with the water as well. That was interesting too. I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Well, I think we'll come back to that though.
I've always been taught, Matt, that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all.
I know. Well, that's good.
I like it. I thought it looked good. I like it.
I do too. I like it a lot. This is that other one, right? The other chick.
This looks great. Wow.
Yeah, that's what's this character's name?
No idea.
It's that the
Somebody
wrestler chick,
us.
right? Yeah, who? Somebody in the chat tell us who this is again. Because I don't know the name of this character, but this is the other, obviously the other here it is, Cosca Reeves. That's right. Okay, yeah, the other the wingman or wing lady to Bo-Katan. So
thank you, Cece.
Yeah, and yeah, it does look
really good.
It's really nice. Weathering looks great. Helmet looks really nice.
Great pose too. I get the pose.
Wonder if they're gonna do a head sculpt.
Yeah, it seems
not that I would display it with the head sculpt, but I like the helmet. But
seems like they're doing a lot of head sculpts lately.
You know, the thing about the head sculpts, everybody's so quick to say, "Oh, Hot Toys is lazy. If they can throw a helmet on it, if it has a helmet, we'll see it, not the head sculpt." What you have to keep in mind is putting a head sculpt, that increases how much more they have to pay to make the figure.
Yeah, the license.
It's not just laziness. It's slapping a helmet on and not wanting to do a head sculpt. It increases the production costs. You know,
well, it's also really, it would also be really frustrating to put all the time and effort in to make a head sculpt that no one uses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's some characters that you just don't need to make one for. You know?
Yeah, like the mailman, the Mandalorian. What's his name? Anybody remember him? He was on from what? He was on. No, was it Calvin?
No,
yeah.
no, he's not.
No, that's the Boba.
Oh, the other guy. Okay.
Yeah,
the guy who was like in one show and never came back.
I thought you were talking. Steve, I thought you were talking about like a mailman DeLorean, like a mailman that's a Mandalorian. I was like, was there a mailman in Mandalorian that I missed? Because that's actually really cool.
Well, seriously, who can remember his name? Anybody?
Matt, go back one picture. Go back one picture.
Axe Wolves. What a
Axe Wolves.
What a name. What a name.
Go back one picture, Matt.
Go back one picture.
That they got a female form pretty damn good right there. The hips.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. The shoulders, the arms, the legs.
Have they had problems doing that before? Or?
I don't know, but that looks very well done.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
She looks female.
Yeah.
Jason, does she look? Jason, you're an anti-Femite. Does she look female?
She looks very female. But I used to notice I watch a lot of Denobi too. I watch a lot of his videos, and what he used to do is switch out the Hot Toy bodies with the Fison bodies if they didn't have because some of the female bodies had more of a masculine, look to them.
Right.
And I always thought that was a smart move to give it that feminine look. But yeah, they seem to really nail it. Hair, it looks really good.
Is this the male Mandalorian?
It is.
Okay, so they are making him. Okay.
Wow.
Actually, a cool helmet.
The helmet matches his picture, so that is. We will never see this figure. I don't care. If they do 100 Mandalorian figures, this figure will not be done.
No, we'll see.
Think it will either.
We'll see Casca Reeves, but we won't see this.
Who's the guy that drove the speeder on the ice lake in the very first show?
Oh,
yeah. There'll be a figure of him before they make this one. Before they sell this one.
The guy that plays the flute that brings the thing up, they'll make that before this guy.
Yeah, the flute.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Steve. I don't think they'll make this, but it's still like that helmet's actually really cool with the ring around the top. Like that's pretty sick. I didn't remember that from the show.
You don't remember him at all?
I remember him, but
come on, the poor guy was probably so excited to be in the Mandalorian, and you guys
listen. It's fine. It's fine.
Figures.
If you listen,
does anybody know who he is?
He's a mailman.
Axe Wolves is right.
Axe Wolves. Axe Wolves, the mailman. DeLorean.
Axe Wolves is the group, isn't it? It's not. His name wasn't Axe Wolves, was it?
No, it's literally Axe Wolves.
Oh,
I looked it up. I couldn't believe it, but it is actually it.
Okay, at least it's got a cool name.
How many people ordered this today?
Me.
A lot.
I did. At first, I was like, I didn't get an email, and then I saw they answered somebody else's question, like, it's in your RSVP. I was like, oh, sweet.
Who didn't order this today? Steve and I can't do it. I thought about it. Every time I see these things now, I'm super tempted, and then I have to remember I'm like Secretariat. Put the freaking blinders on and just run straight forward. Just keep running forward. I just can't do it.
In all seriousness, I'm not so sure about the costume on this figure. I look at the pants and the undergarment looks really cheap to me.
It's like baggy, right? What's going on with that?
And it looks like it's made out of like a real cheap material. I don't know. It could be the lighting, and her skirt kind of looks faux. So yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's definitely faux. That's for sure. But
they normally do a good job of making. I know
the pants the like the mom pants are bothering me.
The mom,
you know what I mean? Like these aren't like
they look these aren't like
a
mom. They look like a mom with yoga pants on that are way too big for her.
It looks like a mom let one of her friends. She's a little bigger than her. Borrow some yoga pants. It's okay. That happens. But then she got them back. And she was like, well, now this happened. I'm going to wear these.
The thing about this figure, even though I still ordered it, it's one of those figures that you see every once in a while where it's just plagued with issues. I think the combination of materials used, I think in a couple of years of owning it, you're going to start seeing pictures of, oh, this happened, and this flaked off, and this came undone. And it's just...
I will say this. That's an easy thing for them to fix, though. Like, just to make the freaking pants look a little better. I mean, they could fix that.
It's a simple fix.
What about the weapons? The weapons don't look properly weathered. They look like I thought the weapons last time when we reviewed it on Friday looked plasticky. They look plasticky here too.
It would have been a great touch to make those die cast or some type of
Yeah, that would actually be really cool if they did that.
Because it would have given a nice look infill.
Generally speaking,
die
the more I look at
hammers. They're not gonna
it makes sense. Some type of metal.
Asmus does it all the time. All of Asmus's weapons are
really.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that makes sense because Steve, you can see the difference, right? When the light reflects off it.
Absolutely, it's a huge difference.
It would be cool if they made I think it'd be cool if they made their helmets in diecast and just have that be something they do for the Star Wars. Like some of these, some of these kind of helmets would be awesome in diecast. Yeah. I don't know, the shiny ones, but
I wish that was a little more shiny. The helmet.
Yeah, this is the Night Watch guy, right?
Yep.
All right.
That's great.
Come on, that's awesome.
This one?
Yeah. I love it.
That's cool. Baby Yoda again. This is the oh, here's another picture of him. Okay.
Accessory pack? Are they doing an accessory? Baby Yoda accessory pack?
Yes, they are. They're doing a. I think we'll come to it eventually. If I were, what's this lady's name? What's her name again? Yeah, Katie Sackhoff. If I were Katie Sackhoff, I'd be effing livid if I saw this, and the Hot Toys did this to my face.
Looks like, what's his name, Jenner?
No, stop right there. I tell you what, this looks to me. Yeah, she doesn't look like it. It looks like Brody Sackhoff. Like it just does not look right to me.
Brody Sackhoff.
It just doesn't look right to me. There's something wrong about this thing, man.
Brody, where the fuck did Brody come from?
I don't know. I'm just telling you, it looks like a college baseball player, male baseball player, that put on her uniform.
God.
It's just weird. It just doesn't look right to me.
John Cena and Adam Spink says John Cena edition.
Oh my gosh!
Oh god, we're gonna get in so much trouble.
You know what the great thing though is? Again, like we said before, you can put her helmet on, and it's the helmet with this whole thing is going to look incredible.
Yes,
it really is. I'm bummed for Katie Sackhoff because I love Katie Sackhoff. I'm bummed that they kind of like didn't get it perfect, but it's still whatever. It is what it is. But man, the whole figure looks really good though. I really want a costume.
The costume looks great. Like
it does. It looks really nice.
It really is awesome.
I really want a quarter scale of her, pretty badly. Hopefully that happens at some point. Here's another shot of the male Mandalorian.
Axe Wolves.
Pretty cool.
Mandalorian, that's great.
He looks good.
You need to say Mailman DeLorean. You need to say
Mailman DeLorean.
I mean, look at the female form on that.
This one?
Yeah, it looks great.
Man, you really love that, don't you?
I do. I'll be dreaming of that tonight.
I'm surprised that the mound that Yoda's sitting on didn't turn you on.
Listen, Steve, your bald head turns me on. Everything.
You saw the meme I sent you the other day.
I know.
That was great.
So which one of you guys expected them to make this? Did you guys think this was coming at all?
No.
Or that they would have made this?
Not originally, but once, I think in the last couple of weeks when I just started seeing Mando after Mando after Mando, I was like, why not? Right?
I actually want this.
Yeah, I even like that they added the little scarf and the way it fits him funny. It looks like Timothy Owen. It looks like him.
Far from Death Star beat your Brody. I cannot believe it's possible to beat Brody, but it's too.
Brody, yeah. Brody Sackhoff. Bro Katan, I love it. It's like a mixture. It's like a mixture of both of them.
It's too bad too because Katie's a cutie. She's always got a great
She's awesome. She's so
Yeah.
she's awesome. I've loved her ever since her on Battlestar. Oh my gosh, she's great.
Starbuck, absolutely.
Yeah, she was in the freaking the Vin Diesel movies with the what's it called, the one where he's got the eyes that are like shiny. Pitch Black. Yeah, she's in that one of those in that series. It's so,
is she?
so good.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, she's in like
she's not in Pitch Black. She's in the third one. She's
the
in
third one. Yeah,
it's called.
Is it the third or second?
It's the
I think
third
she's
one.
in. Is it the third one? Okay.
The second one has Billy from The Boys.
Okay.
The third.
I love all those movies.
Katie.
I like all those movies.
Yeah, so do I.
She's great. But yeah, so this is cool, man. It's cool that they're like this is what Hot Toys what you get with collecting Hot Toys. The variety.
A tease of a figure that we'll never see.
You don't think you'll see this?
I think we'll see this. Yes.
Oh, it's in Sideshow's display. Well, if it's in Sideshow's display, yeah. If this was Hot Toys display, I'd say no. But wow, yeah. I guess you got to say they're all going to.
It's Boba. It's Boba. It's gonna be.
Yeah, because the Mailman DeLorean might come out then.
Yeah,
then
the Mailman
Timothy
DeLorean is coming out for sure. Yeah.
I'm just saying. No, but
this actor.
This really looks nice. This really looks.
And
nice.
honestly, that pose looks like how he stands.
It does, right? It embodies Timothy Olyphant.
He's got a weird walk and a weird stance. if you ever watched Deadwood,
yeah,
he's very distinctive, and that nailed it.
Like he has hepatitis and he's a little tired. He has
something going on, but it's I like him a lot
for sure.
Well, what it reminds me of, if you guys ever noticed the Han original trilogy Hot Toy, they really nailed the way Harrison Ford's arms and like legs pose in that figure. There's just something about it that really looks like Harrison Ford. So it's the same thing here. It really looks like the actual human being who plays the part. Yeah,
Timothy.
The weathering looks really nice too. All that.
And hats off to him for getting a supportive actor.
Yeah, he did.
Nomination. Yeah,
that's cool. That's really cool. Here's Din Djarin, as from what they were saying.
This is the sad DeLorean. He looks.
he does look like
depressed, man.
Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm not a big fan of this head sculpt either. All the costume and stuff looks fantastic, but man, he looks like someone just freaking
left one go.
He looks like he just watched his spaceship blow up, basically.
Yeah, it looked like that, or you just had to let Grogu go. Yeah, it looks just like that, like he's just destroyed inside. Which I don't know if I'd want that on my shelf, but that's okay. Yeah, here's another broke ass picture of the freaking armor. These pictures aren't helping our dude.
No, not really.
Looks really cheapy. But maybe that might be the lighting though too. Let's cross our fingers for
hopefully.
Yeah.
You guys.
This probably out of all the figures overall, the entire thing, I think this one has the most issues.
It's just weird. Is this the quarter scale?
Yes.
That's the 1/4.
That's the 1/4 scale, yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Here's a shot of what's this thing he's writing? The
swoop.
I like that.
Swoop bike.
It's a plow.
I really like that.
It is a plow, yeah. It's the Star Wars plow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a nice. How much is this guy? Do you guys know? Did this guy go up yet?
Yes.
I thought it was.
In the 600 range?
Is it?
No.
500?
No, you have to buy the swoop separate.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the quarter scale. This one, I think he's what 4? 3? Oh, you have to buy a separate, Chris?
I think you have to buy the swoop separate. It's like 380.
Let me check. Up on Sideshow, a second.
I really like it. I like the
bike alone is $285.
Okay.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Can you get them together?
I don't see.
I don't think you can.
Oh shit.
He's absolutely right. Okay, so swoop is 260, Mando Deluxe is 380. So if you go for both, it's 340. Yeah, wow. Okay, so it is upwards. Even though I initially had, wasn't sure. I think it's close to.
Yeah.
We were both wrong, Jason. We were both wrong.
Swoop is 260. Mando Deluxe is 380. So
if you can get for 260, that's a good price. Sideshow is 285. So
okay.
260 is probably like the Hong Kong price or something, which is good to go after.
So that's cool. Looks nice. Oh gosh. All right. Let's move along. Here's another shot of Cobb.
Amazing.
Yeah, it looks really good. Looks really good.
That looks so good. Look at the belts hanging off because he's so tall and skinny.
I'd love to see how long his legs are. Are they real long and skinny?
I bet you would.
I would.
Yeah. It looks like he smells so bad. It's fantastic.
Look at his arm is all dirty and oily. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool. They did a great job on that one. Here's another shot of these guys again. Pretty cool. Probably something we might not see. Bo-Katan. Brody Sackhoff. This is a Kota Kia statue again. There you go, Chris. You're number one.
I think it's neat.
Yeah, number one.
Number one for me is Cobb Vanth.
Yeah, that Cobb Vanth is a must-have.
Okay, so here we go. Here's Grievous.
So I was looking not too long before we went on, and there's pictures of two of the hosts, or one of the, I think Matt Black's in it, and then another one of the hosts. And this thing is much bigger than it leads on. It's got quite a presence.
Do you like this, Jay?
Initially I thought it was very close to the original one. You know, because like you said, we were talking earlier, he's only in the forearm pose for not long, right? A minute or two.
Yeah.
You know, where he's most of the time he's sort of hunched over and has the cough and that T-Rex pose. But yeah, I would have liked him see him do something a little different. But it's nice that they changed the base up. I don't know. It's tricky. Yeah. You're always seeing Grievous in the same stance.
I really, like you said, I really wish we'd get a Grievous with that pose where he's actually in his like coughing sick pose, and you can see inside his cape, and he's got the he's got the lightsabers in there. Like, that would be cool. I wish they would give us that. And this to me is, I don't know. I mean, is it lazy? They've already done something like this. I don't know. What do you guys think?
No, I think they're just giving people what they want. I don't know if people would be excited over a typical pose Grievous, because you have to admit, whether you like the movies or not, when you first watched them, when him and Obi go head to head, he whips out the forearms and the sabers. You're like, oh, it's that moment.
Yeah.
So let me tell you something. In comic books, okay, there is an artist who does a guy collects a specific sketch art on his comic books. It's called 5 seconds after. So you take a comic cover, iconic comic cover, and he draws what happens 5 seconds after that. This reminds me of just 5 seconds after the original one. He's in the original one, he's walking towards something, and then all of a sudden he just whips everything out. That's what this statue reminds me of.
So Matt, if you look at Far From Death Star's comment, he says same thing. He wanted him in the hunched over cough pose.
No,
because that's how we know him. That's how we see him. He's only in that dynamic pose for minutes at best.
Yeah, and that's
I'm surprised you haven't said anything about his cape yet, because first of all, the cape is
I know. Jason, what I tell you,
the way they pose his cape is atrocious.
Yeah, what I tell you earlier, Jason.
You literally said the people who pose, and the person who poses the capes at Sideshow needs to be fired again.
Yeah, they need, like I said, I was talking to Jason earlier. I said, look, the cape is atrocious. Every time they pose a cape in Sideshow, it's disgusting. It's horrible, and they need to fire him. They need to fire him. They need to rehire him and slap him in the face and fire him again, and just embarrass him, because it's ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't be putting something up like this to show people that you want to buy something and just go like this. All they did was grab it and go, and they're like, yep, that's good, that's perfect. Like, it's stretched out, it's perfect. It's like, come on, guys, like, do something cool with this.
I don't care for bases that the character is both legs are perched on sort of rubble or something like that. Like, look at his left foot; it's grabbing a piece of rubble. Yeah, I mean, realistically, it is instability. It just looks contrived when you do things like that. I'm not impressed by the base at all. I don't understand this gloss effect that they've got going on, and there's something.
What is it? Does anybody remember what the base is supposed to be? Steve, you remember what that?
It's the ship he's on.
No, this is where this is where the turtles were born. The Ninja Turtles. They came out of the ooze. He's dropping into the sewage. No, look, I just they mentioned exactly what you're saying, Steve, as something that they're doing that's new, like this, I don't know, I can't remember what it was. I think it was Matt Black that was talking about, like, this new thing that they're doing with, like, the colors and I don't know, it's something different, but they mentioned it as like something cool that they were doing.
Are they trying to imitate XM?
I don't know.
Is that where they're going with this?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm so happy I have my Grievous. I'll say that. The old Grievous to me is much better.
Yeah.
Did you guys, by the way, did you see this the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles statue?
I did. That's
I did like that.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
It's Ronin.
It's probably the best thing they showed all day long. Like it's so good. It's crazy how good it is. And we probably won't see it, but yeah, this, I mean, he looks good though. Like his, he looks good. Would you say, what do you think he's made out of?
Probably the materials always get me. Yeah.
Polystone?
No, I don't know. You think so, Steve?
There's a look to the way they painted it. It probably isn't PVC, but there's a look to the way they painted it that just doesn't look very.
The original one is what, polystone, right, Steve?
I think so. Yeah. I think so. The original one. The problem with that one was when you got it in the mail, 9 times out of 10, there were a half dozen pieces loose in the box, which you had to then glue back on. So maybe this will hold better.
The skeleton was metal, and I actually had the metal come apart and just fall and break, sitting up on the shelf. Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the types of statues that I am bummed that there isn't a Comic-Con that we can actually go to and look at these things. I'd love to see this in person, actually see what I think about it.
When I went to Celebration 2 or 3, one of the two, I saw the original Grievous, and there's no way I was going to be able to afford it. It was only $300 some. I was poor, but I saw it, and I wouldn't have bought it had I not seen it in person.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
And I was like, holy shit, that thing's amazing.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
I had to have it after that, a couple years later.
Yeah, I mean, and this thing posed with the cape posed better in a really, really beautiful, like flowing way, could actually make this thing like really a lot more desirable. I don't know. It's just hard to look past the irresponsible dog shit that someone did here. Like that, I can't stand it. It's just so bad.
Tell us how you feel, man.
Okay. I'll get into it later. But yeah, the figure itself is beautiful. Like it's really
this
done
looks
really well.
better. This up close to the face to me looks better than any photo we've seen so far.
Yeah, it looks good.
Do we know if the internals are visible from the angles or anything, like the different organs?
Probably.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, you can see there's some green down on the ribs.
You can see like a spine and stuff back in there, like
right there.
Pretty well hidden though.
Yeah.
Like with the original, my organs literally fell out of the statue during shipment. Like, but they didn't fall out, but they fell within the cavity, and they had to be glued back on.
Those arm plates are notoriously bad for breaking off.
Yeah, and that's the part that I'm not sure what that's made out of. You were asking what it was made out of. I'm not sure about that one. Is it? I would think that it's probably plastic. Those arm pieces.
I had a lot of the lightsabers come out at loose inside the hand, like they'd stay in the hand.
Those are plastic.
Yeah, they'd stay in the hand, but they would, come. Loose.
I tell you what, though, I tell you what, this thing will be sought after a certain amount of time. Like I think people will. I think this.
I agree.
I really do. I think this will be a big one for people. Because they love that other one. So I feel like this might be a little more displayable than the other one. Wasn't the other one like super deep or something?
Yeah.
Like
the two lightsabers go back in a point behind his head like this.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to
This
display.
might be a little bit more displayable. The secret of the ooze.
Not only that, Chris, but they're also up high.
Yeah.
So the amount of shelf space that you have to put there.
I made a special corner shelf. I made a special corner shelf for that.
What are you saying, Jay?
I said I think the base lights up, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's a light up base. I think they showed that today. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure.
Lightsaber looks good.
They look better than they look an improvement. Those sabers.
That looks like Obi-Wan's lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. It has a weird emitter on the end of it, though. That emitter is wrong.
Yeah, the little spacer there.
Yeah.
Here's the Ahsoka premium format. Looks fantastic.
I wasn't going to order that until you talked me into it, Matt.
I'm telling you, man.
Whenever Matt calls me past 1 a.m., I know I'm spending money. When my phone rings after 1 a.m. and it's Matt, I'm like, oh, let me grab my wallet.
Direct deposit. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Chris, you have this on order too, correct? Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Have you changed your mind at all, Steve, about this? Or are you still kind of not feeling it?
I'm pretty sure I have it on order, but
okay.
I have huge reservations.
Well, yeah, I know you're a massive Ahsoka fan, and so like you'd get something in if you didn't like it completely.
But
I'm getting it just in case.
Yeah, sure.
Steve, remember how I was originally trying to get into some of the episodes, like to play catch up, and we talked about how I started like really late. I think I went to the last series. So I called Matt, right? I watched like maybe 3 episodes at a couple weeks back, and 2 out of the 3 episodes, she grabs her sabers, lights them up, and is ready to rock and roll. And in both of those scenes, she does the horns with the finger. Both. So like we were talking about, does she do it? Does she do it? Does she not do it? And I watched 3 episodes, and 2 out of the 3, she did it both times, and I was like, oh, okay, that's why they have it.
For whatever reason, I do not remember this. Is this supposed? So maybe it's because I don't think she did this earlier on. Maybe during Clone Wars, she didn't do this, and maybe that's why I don't have that in my mind. But
it reminds me of
whatever. It's distracting. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Danny?
What's up, Danny? Yeah, I don't know. I really like it. The only thing I'll say about this that I'm, again, which is why I would love to see this thing in person, is the orange of the color orange that they use for the skin. Sometimes it looks too dark. Sometimes it looks too like tangerine. Like I would love to see this thing.
Wasn't she a darker orange in Rebels though?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I just would like to see it.
Good one, CC. Hold on.
I love it. Put her on a wolf.
I'm interested in Darth Dread's comment here. The base on the Ahsoka Sideshow showed that the base is Vader's helmet by her left foot.
Yeah, they did point something like that out today. I caught it. I watched like snippets of it real quick, but they did mention something like that.
That doesn't bode well for a. Why would Vader? Okay, I'm trying to rewind and remember this now. That battle was fought to a draw, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they.
Why would Vader's helmet be on the ground?
I don't think he lost it. It just broke, didn't it?
Yeah, it just broke. It
broke. It didn't come off his head. I mean, if it came off his head, that would have been a big deal. So it's supposed to be underneath this underneath her foot, underneath the rock?
Under this right here?
I can't see your mouse for some reason.
Oh, I'm sorry. Under here, right here?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what underneath her left foot, they said. Interesting.
I don't know if it's the actual helmet or if it's some design related to. You have to watch the video. It's something there, yeah.
Oh, so it's more of a motif. It's more of a motif than a literal helmet.
I think so, yeah. The shape of his helmet. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Look, you see the tusks?
Oh yeah.
You see it?
Oh yeah.
That's clever. Okay.
That's why that stupid things are sticking up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a fun little Easter egg.
Oh my God! All this time I've been looking at those rocks, thinking, "Who is the idiot that balanced 3 rocks on 3 corners?"
Either that or this. See this right here? This looks like his helmet.
Yeah, top dome.
Oh,
the tusks. Probably if you look at it from the top view, it'll shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, but go away from the tusks for a minute and just look at the outline of the base underneath her left foot. It is shaped like a bell, like Vader's helmet bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. It's subtle.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, very subtle. That's like, hey, look what we did. And you're like, are you sure? Are you sure you did that?
You have to
I don't
squint
know.
to see it.
I mean, I see it now. It's one of those things, though, someone would put up on a meme that's like, only Star Wars fans would see this, you know? And you're like, yeah, I see you. You burned Darth Vader into some toast. I get it.
Yeah. Even then, only about a third of Star Wars fans actually do that. The rest just nod their head and say, "Yep," because they're.
Yeah, it looks like Darth Vader? Well, yeah, Darth Vader. Yeah, that's funny. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, it doesn't make me like her, not like it any, more, but that's cool. She looks so good though. I'm excited for this one. This one's awesome. And then you come to this guy again. Fantastic.
Beauty.
Absolutely beautiful. And then we go.
Here we go.
This is a new one.
This is a nice little addition. Because a lot of people are backtracking to pick up the Sideshow one, and he's getting crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Roger. Steve, is this something you'd pick up?
I have I believe I have the Anakin on this stat.
The stat.
Ordered.
Now they can battle each other.
Is this the first time that they've shown the battle droid on the step?
Yeah.
Or is this? Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I need 2 staps. I'll tell you that. So I would be looking probably for the battle droid on his own.
Okay. Yeah, which I'm sure they'll have.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that they're coming out with this. It's pretty sweet.
Problem is they're going to come out with different colored ones.
Dude, think about the amount of battle droids you could have, man.
That's totally fine, Chris. That's totally fine.
Think about the amount of these things you could buy. It's crazy. Just army build battle droids. I mean, have them. That'd be amazing.
When Kotobukiya made them in 7 scale? I'm trying to remember what scale they were saying. I had ordered 8 battle droids from Kotobukiya. I had a whole army of a small army of them. So yeah. I love me some battle droid. Yeah, I thought it was great.
Oh, it's so cool. That's pretty cool. I like it. Looks really nice. And then the stat looks great too. I would the same exact. Is it the same exact one?
Well, yeah.
That Anakin's on, or
Anakin's has colors, a couple colors on it.
Okay. I wonder how different the weathering is on it. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, it looks really good. Cool. Pretty decent base too. It's pretty cool.
It's interesting.
Then we got Boba. Boba on throne with.
It's a cardboard cutout back there?
Yep,
I didn't realize
just
that.
saw that.
Oh man.
Today.
Oh, I thought the fire pit was an actual
So did
piece.
I.
No, come on, guys. They're not going to give you an actual.
What's the point of having the slab on the throne then? Just something to put on?
I guess,
I
yeah.
know.
Do you think you'll get that whole piece though?
I think so.
Really?
I think it will. I think they'll put it out.
Have we determined if that's the piece that came with Jabba originally?
No.
Not yet. No, it looks like the first. It looks close to the Sideshow's first version, but I don't know. I think maybe Hot Toys just redid it.
They could have just had one lying around in like the back
Possibly.
somewhere, right?
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Right, because you could imagine the figure coming with the cardboard cutout, because so many figures do come with, and they said,
Correct.
"Oh, you know what would look great with this? That extra Jabba the Hutt we have in the back, right?" And they could have pulled it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's possible. Very possible.
Yeah.
The Fennec looks so cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Did they announce her yet? Can you buy her yet or no?
No.
No. That makes me nervous.
Well,
They're
like we said earlier, Sideshow is showing these things, and I don't know if Sideshow has ever shown something that they didn't put up. Hot Toys has done that plenty of times, but Sideshow, I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, that does make it more of a feel safe.
Oh, that cardboard cutout now. Oh.
It's atrocious.
I mean, yeah, the rest of it's amazing though. I mean, yeah, they just shouldn't have done it at all. You know, because it is bad. Fennec looks good though.
Cardboard looks like at least it's decently thick. That's good.
Yeah, it's decently thick. Yeah, at least the piece of shit isn't gonna fall through your fingers. It's gonna stay in your hand. It's gonna stay in your hand.
It's not loose, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna stay in your hand. That's good. This is the quarter scale again, right?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Are you any of you getting the quarter scale?
I don't know, but that the quarter scale Vader the Hot Toys made, I love that thing. Like I just love it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's basically a posable statue.
Yeah, it's nice detail. Nice. Yeah, it's nice. The base is a little bit ridiculous, but
the base is a little noisy. So they were like, "We love this base."
Yes,
with
you
the
think?
IG.
You think? Look at that thing, dude. Got Baby Yoda coming off of it. Gotta have another Baby Yoda. What would we do without him? Look at this, dude.
That
Look
base
at
is
this.
atrocious.
What else can we add? What else can we add to this base? There's got to be something else. What else can we add to this base? C-3PO's arm? Let's find something. It's crazy, dude.
That's not even a Mando helmet that's been seen.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this whole thing. It's interesting. It's interesting.
It's strange.
Yeah.
And I think the intern made it.
Girthy is right.
The figure is killer though. Quarter scale.
Hot Toys.
I think it's
Hot Toys aren't girthous. They're willing to put out whatever. That's good to know. Yeah, that base is ridiculous. But the figure looks great.
Yeah.
Remember when Hot Toys used to put out a bunch of different licenses? Now it's just literally Iron Man and Mando.
I know, it's crazy.
It's only a matter of time before we get Iron Mando.
Iron Mando.
That acrylic arm is weird looking.
It's atrocious. Almost as bad as what's going on here. It's bad.
Well, at least you get soft goods on.
This is cool.
Killer. Oh my god, that looks so good.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
even
nice.
a huge Ahsoka fan. That looks great.
That really does, actually. I don't have that on
looks-
order.
You don't
Who
have
doesn't
this
want a
on
12-inch
order?
Rosario Dawson in their collection?
No, I have the Clone Wars one. I wasn't sure about this yet, but
She looks great, dude.
she does. She looks really good.
Now, these arms are not... These arms are like the silicone arm
Yeah, they
things,
are.
right?
The good thing
You
is,
guys think they improved
she's-
on those? Or no?
So is she going to look like she has eczema in like 2 years, or what's going to happen?
none
there?
of mine do. I mean,
Okay.
I got none of mine. They all look fine, but
Okay.
this doesn't require much posing for the arms. You just kind of like put them out a little bit, and you're good.
So that's the
Right.
trick, Chris, right? The less like abuse and
Yeah.
posing, the better it holds up. Okay.
Well, that and environment and everything.
Yeah, heat, humidity, dryness. Yeah. That does look really good.
Steve, you're muted, buddy. You're muted.
Do you think that the entire figure is silicone or just the torso?
Just the shoulders.
I mean, I don't know though. I mean, you look at it goes
Arms.
like you're seeing a little side boob there though. That's silicone,
Yeah.
or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not.
Hammer time.
Because I'm thinking about the legs, right? Because those legs are bent pretty strong, pretty.
It won't be the
off,
legs.
right?
Silicone for sure.
Have we seen a figure that was half silicone and half plastic?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Just curious.
Isn't
That looks
Gamora
killer though.
Isn't
Looks
Gamora?
killer.
I don't know. I've never had her. You have her, right?
Yeah. Let me look.
Looks really nice. Looks really nice.
That's the reason I'm asking is because I would think that would be an interesting transition between the silicone torso going into a plastic bottom half. Probably some new engineering.
Yeah, the Gamora, her neck is silicone and her chest is silicone.
Here's a shot of the whole thing again, whole setup.
I'm in for that super battle droid.
Are you?
Yeah, I like that thing a lot.
Yeah. Put that with
Love
my
it.
prequels.
Prequelist, I love it. You're not going to get Brody Sackhoff?
No,
come on now.
It's so liberating when you've decided not to collect the line.
I know.
Then you could say no, just really easy.
I know. That's fantastic.
That's a lot of money there for me.
That's a lot, right? Are you going to get all this stuff? Okay.
I'm not getting the Mandalorian. I'm not getting the battle droid. And that's it.
Jeez. Yeah. The depressed DeLorean. You're gonna pass on.
I am.
On him.
I don't know. It's so close to what I have already. I don't really need it. I don't need it.
Would you get the Mailman DeLorean if he came out?
No, probably not. Well, I don't know. Who knows? I really like the Death Watch one.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I already have that on.
Yeah, that Super Battle Droid's pretty sick though.
So you have a choice. You could get all these figures or 3/4 of a Salacious.
I already got Salacious, so I don't need to make that.
Well, no, I'm not saying you. I'm saying people in general.
That's the people
they have, right?
That's true.
You know, if you say that you can't get the Salacious, well, you could get all these Hot Toys or the Salacious.
Right.
3/4 of it at least.
And on payment plan too, I'm sure.
There's only going to be 150 Salacious and about 10,000 of each of these figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you might want all the figures. That's fine. What do you think this is made out of? Straight plastic?
Straight plastic.
Yeah.
No die cast there.
No.
It would be amazing if that were die cast.
That'd be really cool.
Aren't there colors for those too?
For these ones?
Yeah, I think some with colors.
You mean just like a darker gray? You consider that a color?
Or something. Like the shoulders are different colors or something.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I get that.
Pretty cool. And here we go. Oh my god!
I remember the little kangaroo.
Yeah, so they're always running around in the background.
Oh, okay. Is this okay?
This is
Hot Toys. This is Hot Toys, right? This isn't Iron Studios.
This is Hot Toys, yeah.
I don't know why they have Iron.
Looking
at it earlier. Okay.
I don't know why they have Iron Studios here, but this is Hot Toys.
I do like the squid soup and the egg container. Those I like, but
yeah. Do you think they'll get a frog lady? I mean, they're making the eggs. They're making the eggs.
If there was a frog lady, they would have put that egg with the frog lady, not with this.
Or will they put it here and make you buy both?
I'm not buying either, so it doesn't.
I'm just wondering.
But I'm telling you, people who want to troop build those dark troopers are gonna buy this little thing and put them in the center of it, like in the show.
Oh gosh.
The most boring scene ever.
Oh, I love
the big, super strong, super, droids that just fly down, pick them up, and fly away.
Yep. But you do get this little cool, like, kangaroo thing.
I like the womp rat.
It's a womp
That's
rat.
kind of cool.
I used to hit womp rats on my T16 back home.
I used to hit womp rats.
What's the red thing in the soup? I don't remember that.
I don't know. Maybe that's the one that Din Djarin was eating.
Yeah.
Remember
the octopus one grabbed him by the face? Didn't it grab him by the face?
What's that?
Yeah.
Didn't it grab Grogu's face?
This one did, yeah. And he probably still ate it. Freaking degenerate. Freaking disgusting. But that's cool. It's cool that they're making the egg pack, I guess. It's kind of cool.
I don't know. Like it or not, buy it or not, I think it's pretty exciting. These are some really good reveals from what we had in the last couple of years. I think this is a great little showcase.
Well, and they're not done.
I'm gonna drop off. It was good talking to all you guys. I got a long week ahead of me. I got to travel. So
thanks, Dave. Appreciate you.
Good night, everybody.
Night, dude. Yeah, Jason, I agree. They did show a lot of cool stuff, and I don't think they're finished completely.
No, and it was exciting as a Star Wars fan. It was definitely fun to see.
Yeah, you know what'd be interesting is I think next week, the San Diego Comic-Con at home, I think, is happening next week.
Is it?
I believe. And so I don't know if there'll be anything for that, if they're going to save anything for that, or if that's going to be a thing. I don't know how that.
I know this. I know we're talking Star Wars, but did you guys see that King Shark?
No.
Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that movie.
Someone had me laughing the other night when we were on Group Therapy. Someone was like, "Oh, the only thing that got a shark man in pants." The way they said it, I just thought it was funny the way they worded it.
This is the Black Widow, Iron Studios Black Widow setup, 1/10, I think. Looks how it looks. 1/10. I don't know what to say. It's fine. Wow, she looks like a slapped ass. That's pretty bad. She does not look good. She looks like a slapped ass with eyebrows. Like, that's pretty rough, dude. Taskmaster looks pretty good. Chris, you didn't like Taskmaster, right? In the movie?
No.
You said? I haven't seen it yet.
Really?
So.
I haven't seen it yet either.
I don't like what they did.
Yeah.
They did. Is that based off of your knowledge?
Shock value.
But is that based off your knowledge of in the comics?
Based off knowledge at all. No, they just put something they thought would be shocking in there, but it's not.
Her face sculpt looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks not bad.
Not bad.
There's a shit ton of bullet holes all over everything, and no bullet holes in them.
I gotta come out a little bit more. Jeez. Holy shit. I don't know what to say, guys. Other than what it's been said, I don't know what to say. It's pretty bad.
I did like the family dynamic in this movie. Like, that was the best part.
I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to watch it. So this is 3-0 apparently?
Don't know.
I don't know what's going on here.
No idea.
More people making Iron Man. This is a very shiny Iron Man. I don't know why if this is, I don't know why you'd compete with Hot Toys.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
On an Iron Man. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
It's more of a statue. It's not. It's a manageable size for display purposes.
You might be right. Some prints. Pretty cool. I'm hoping they actually come out with some cool prints this week. Sideshow. I think Bottleneck has one coming out on Thursday, so we'll see what that is. But wow. I'd like to see some of this. Some cool.
It's pretty cool. Go back to the last one. See how they have that X-Men #1 cover. There was actually 4 comics. Yeah, that one there. There was 4 comics that made up that picture. They flipped the Avengers. The Jim Lee ones. They flipped it.
Oh yeah,
the Avengers. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. These are pretty cool too. I like these ones down here.
Yeah. Some
Star Wars ones. Are these new or are these old ones they've done? These have to be old ones they've done, right?
Yeah, they're old.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty cool. I have this one. I still need to frame this one. Pretty cool. Some skate decks. Some more prints. This they showed an Indiana Jones one today that was actually really, really cool looking. This one.
Is it that one? Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a deckled edge kind of thing on it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
With the double mat. Looks pretty cool. This one's always super tempting to me. I'm still tempted by it. I don't know if I'm gonna get that one. Look at that. That's pretty cool, dude.
That's awesome.
That's pretty.
Fancy with the corners, huh?
What do you call
that?
That
is pretty sick.
Is that decoed edge where it's ripped up, like it's not even?
Yeah, where it's hand torn as a deckled edge. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I like that.
That's really cool, dude. Really nice. Really nice.
That's one of the best Indiana Jones things I've seen yet.
I know.
Is that
really
available?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. I'm actually tempted by this.
Space. I have
It looks really nice. It's like an HD print or some shit too. Like I don't know what it exactly.
It looks like a Drew Struzan piece.
Drew Struzan.
Yeah, he did all the special edition movie posters for Star Wars.
Have Harrison Ford sign it. Get out of here. Oh shit.
Give him my initials at 2200.
Oh my gosh. You know, you could probably have the kid the kid in the prequels that was the little child, the child that got killed by Anakin. He'll sign it for you. That's fine.
I wonder who did that. I wonder who did that one.
Who did this one?
Yeah. It's gotta be Drew Struzan.
I don't know, it's really beautiful. It's really good looking. This is kind of cool. Spider-Man print.
Yeah.
Alex Ross.
Yeah.
Is that Alex Ross? It looks like Alex Ross.
Yeah.
Classic Alex Ross.
Really nice looking. I like that. Yeah, that's really cool.
Look at that. I'm just talking about comic. I like it.
The X-Men. Another X-Men print.
That's a cool piece. It's framed nice too.
Yeah, this one I like this one. I don't know. I like this one. We'll see.
I
I'm
like the
not sure.
holocron behind her, or whatever the insignia is behind her.
Mm-hmm. I don't like this one very much, but it is kind of like a shiny metal look to it. Kind of pretty cool. It's pretty big too. And I don't like this one that much either, but hopefully they come out some more down the line here. Going through there. Some more of their prints. And then are we back around? I'm not sure if we're back around. We might be back around, guys.
Yeah. We got back around.
I think we're back around. So that's kind of gives everyone an idea of what came out today, and a lot of good stuff. They I think Hot Toys did a good job with what they released. Sideshow, I hope they're not done. I hope they got a lot more to come out with, or at least some more to come out with. Still crossing my fingers that they will come out with a Rebels Vader to go with that that Ahsoka premium format. That would be fantastic. And then I don't know what were you guys' favorite things from today?
I really liked a lot of the Hot Toys, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, Salacious is a given, but outside of
Yeah,
Salacious,
well,
I really
yeah.
enjoyed the Hot Toy reveals.
I like
about you,
Cobb
Chris?
Vanth. Cobb Vanth was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say obviously Salacious, but I would say, other than that, that's a tough one for me because I've already seen Ahsoka premium format. I don't know. It was actually cool seeing a lot of the Hot Toys, even though I'm not going to get any of them. It was cool seeing all the variety and a lot of the, just the quality that they're coming out with, and for all the Hot Toys collectors, there's just a lot of cool Hot Toys you can jump into now, which is really, really cool. So, yeah, pretty neat. Far from Death Star saying, I think tomorrow's Marvel Day, then DC Wednesday, then whatever else after. Yeah, I mean, it's tough because they showed in the afternoon, they showed some Marvel stuff. So the question is, are they going to just stick to Marvel tomorrow, or are they going to, kind of mix it up again? maybe in the afternoon or something. Like what's going to what they're going to do exactly. I don't know, but
I just want to see a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, Marcus saying EFX Mandalorian helmet re-release.
Yeah, they did a PCR, huh?
They showed that. I was actually kind of bummed for EFX when they showed that helmet. It was like in darkness, like they didn't have hardly any light on it.
What's the difference
in the
between
stream?
that one and the other one, the original one?
So like the Bulber and the other ones, it's the PCR, so it's the precision cast replica version, like more of I think it's a plastic or it's a different material.
Oh,
same lineage, different material.
Just cheaper.
Yeah, just cheaper.
That's true sad for them, but it's true.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah, he's saying it's new version plus way cheaper. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Metal layers, just like they did with the Boba. The Boba had metal layers. The PCR Boba.
Almost
I gotta
like
say that was a great
for
the price. That was a great helmet for the price. That Boba Fett EFX Boba.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I really like the Novus one, but I know there's at this point there's a lot of really good like custom helmet makers that are making a really solid Mandos now. I don't know. Kind of.
They always get wrong.
What do they get wrong?
Well, I think a few of them had recently fixed it, but the cheeks are a flat, and the rest of the helmet's shiny, and a lot of them are just doing shiny all over. Like
the Anovo seems flat, right?
No, the Anovos, the cheeks, the indentations for the cheeks are flat. They don't have the clear coat, and the helmet does.
Yeah.
I like the Anovos. It's nice, but there's a lot of good options out there now, so it's pretty cool.
There are a few good ones.
But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do. I don't know if we're going to do another one of these this week or not. It really depends on what comes out. If there's some more,
won't be too many more Star Wars things.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. Maybe I shouldn't be that there wasn't another Mythos release. We'll see what happens. If there's something cool, the problem is if there's like one thing they come out with, we're probably not going to jump on for one thing unless it's like massive. So, I kind of don't see us jumping on again for the Sideshow Con, but I don't know. Maybe if there's stuff next week, we could jump on. We'll see. But obviously, we'll do more. I think we're going to try to do another top 10 pre-orders coming up here, and some collector spotlights coming up as well. So, we'll see. So yeah. Other than that, we are pretty solid, guys. I think we're good. How do you feel, Chris, Jason?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah?
A lot of cool stuff.
A lot of good stuff. Mm-hmm. I was really happy with what we saw today. I thought they did a good job. And honestly, like, I think the setup this time around's a little better than the last time. And just in terms of like who's doing it, how they're doing it. I don't know. I just kind of like it. I think they did a good job. So we'll see if anything else comes out that's fun. Keep an eye out, guys. Hopefully we can jump on again. If we're jumping on again, that means there's a lot of cool shit to talk about. So hopefully, let's cross our fingers, because that would be a lot of fun if they came out with more. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. Chat, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. And we will see you soon.
Have a good night.
Good. Peace out.
Yeah.